This is a Midget KL-2200 boombox. I found it on shopgoodwill.com, and I know nothing about it. When this arrived, the tape player did not work. The radio did work. And I thought, easy peasy, I'll just open it up, replace the belts, and we'll be good to go. But this is a very small device, and it was pretty difficult to do the repairs necessary to get the cassette player working again. You can see there are basic controls for AM, FM, stereo mono, and tape radio. There's a 6-volt DC adapter to power it, or 4 AA batteries. There are 6 screws to remove the back, one of which is located in the battery compartment. In order to truly separate everything, you must desolder the battery compartment wires and carefully remove the antenna connection. To remove the front of the case, there are 2 additional wires to desolder. These go to the FM stereo indicator light. Carefully remove the cassette door and remove those 2 screws in the cassette compartment. There are also 3 flat nuts under the balance, tone, and volume knobs that you need to remove. But before you can do that, carefully pry off all 4 knobs from the case. Then you need to loosen all the wiring that runs along the circuit board, which in my case is tied together with some string, which makes me believe somebody's been in here before. Then you can slowly remove the circuit board and mechanism from the case. Unscrew those flat nuts from the volume, balance, and tone knobs. Once everything has been separated, we can take a closer look at the spindles. And we can see there's a shaft that should drive the take-up pulley, and the rubber around there has vanished, as well as the other spindle here. The rubber around that is perished. I ended up replacing all this rubber with basic O-rings. I found a very small 1mm O-ring and then some larger O-rings to go around the spindles. To get at the belts, we need to separate the circuit board from the mechanism. These are the locations of 3 screws that need to be removed on the circuit board. Once you do that, you can kind of crack everything open enough to access the belts. There are 2 belts, one from the motor to the flywheel and one from the flywheel to that drive shaft. Okay, everything's back together now, and I'll do a quick check to make sure everything works.
Also try Swiffer Sweeper Wet to make quick...
A political show, but let's hear from AOC.
The customer knows exactly what I'm talking about.
There's in the heart of America.
As far as the cassette player, I'm just happy it works. Using O-rings and probably belts that aren't exact match, honestly, it's a small miracle that this thing is working at all.
Say you don't know me, I recognize my face. Say you don't care who goes to that kind of place. Knee deep in the hoopla, sinking in your fight.